Hey guys, welcome back. Today I got some more card collecting videos for you guys. I am still going pretty hard with these Naruto Kayou cards. I love the artwork in these cards. These are some of my favorite cards that I've ever seen, which is why I'm getting so deep into it. And I kind of want to collect all of like the higher rarity cards. So I've done a little bit of research and there are quite a bit of rarities for these cards. My favorite are the MRs, the ORs, and then the super rares are the BPs and the CRs, but those are super difficult to pull. So if I can just collect a few of those, I'd be happy, but I would like to get all of the MRs and ORs. I do really like the artwork for those cards, but I don't only have one box here to explain how these cards work. They come in different tiers. So what we have here, this is actually a tier 1 box. There are 36 packs in one of these tier 1 boxes. There's not too many great cards here. There's usually a bunch of rares and super rares, but there are a few MRs and ORs that you can only hit with these tier 1 boxes. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually open a box from each tier just to show you guys what you can get with each one of these tier boxes. So right here we have tier 1. These are the new tier 2s. This one actually just came out and they have some amazing new cards in here. So hopefully we can pull some of those and I'll show you guys what we have in there. This one's kind of in between. They call it a tier 2.5. There are some great cards from both tier 2 and tier 3 in this one. Honestly, I would say this is actually one of the better packs to invest in just because you get a variety of a bunch of cards. And it comes with 50 packs in here. This box has the most amount of cards in them. So if you guys want to get started into this hobby, I would suggest picking one of these up. I do buy all of my cards from AliExpress. However, one thing I'm doing too is I'm actually selling these on the Whatnot app. So if you guys are interested in getting these cards sooner rather than later, because with AliExpress it does take a while, go ahead and follow me on my Whatnot. I will be selling these on there. Maybe like once a week I'll do a Naruto stream and sell some of these cards because I like to have my hobby fund itself. So any of the money that I make from my Whatnot streams will be put back into buying more boxes if I do need to collect more cards. So these are the tier 2.5. We got some tier 3. These are tier 3 boxes. As you can see, the boxes just kind of get bigger the higher the tier you go. And then finally, we got a tier 4 box. This is the biggest tier I believe you can get so far. I don't know. Hopefully they do continue these and they make higher tiered boxes, or either that or they just make new waves, because I believe this is the first wave. No, I know that there's 3 waves of tier 4 boxes. I don't know what wave this is. I might be wave number 2, but you know what? I'll put a picture up on the screen showing you guys all of the tiers and how many waves there are per each tier. So hopefully that will be helpful for you guys if you guys are looking to get into this hobby. But all right, I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and get into that tier 1 box and we'll work ourselves up to the tier 4 box. So I just finished opening up all of the packs and here's what you can expect from these tier 1 boxes. So you can expect a bunch of bulk. These are all of, I'm just going to show you guys maybe like not even half of them. These are all of the rare cards that I pulled. A bunch of duplicates, very common cards, not very much worth much. But if you do want to collect all of them, these are perfect to kind of stock up on these rare cards. There are some collectors who want to try and collect every single card of each rarity. That's not me. I do collect a few rares just of the characters that I like, but I'm not trying to collect all of them. So these are just bulk for me. I will probably end up giving these away during streams or maybe doing mystery packs, stuff like that. But I will be keeping a few of them as well. Now, the next rarity that we got here, these are all of the SRs. So these are a little bit nicer cards. They're still pretty common cards, but they are pretty nice. They do have a lot of nice cards here, and I do actually enjoy quite a bit of the super rares. So here are all of the super rares that I pulled. All these Naruto cards are super nice. There's a Kakashi, there's another Naruto. So yeah, these are the super rares, SRs here on the top right corner. This is just the next tier up above the rare cards. And if we keep going, we got the next tier above that is the SSR, which I guess is super rare. So here's what we pulled there. Not as much. So as you guys can see, as we go up in the rarities, you see very few of the higher rarity cards. So here's the SSR. We got Gaara, we got Sakura. I personally really love SSRs. So we got Obito there. We got a Naruto and a Sasuke, and these two pair up very nicely. They look really good next to each other. So these are some of the ones that I love to display next to my statues. So I do have a few SSRs displayed next to some statues. I'll put a picture up here so you guys can take a look at that. And that is the main reason why I love collecting these cards. I love putting these cards next to my statues. I think it looks really nice, and I plan to continue doing that moving forward with some of my future statues that I get. But out of these, I'd say this Obito is probably my favorite. So this might be a contender to display next to my Burning Wind Obito statue. Really beautiful cards. And then lastly, the biggest rarity card that we pulled from this pack is this single. We only pulled one of these, and it was an OR. So this is up there with one of the rarer cards that you can pull. We pulled a Neji, and oh my god, just look at all the colors there, all of the gold foil. Like I said, ORs are one of the ones that I mentioned I do want to try and collect all of them of. So now I have Neji. I didn't have this card before. So beautiful card. I love it. I don't have a Neji statue, but this will be staying in my binder, and it looks beautiful. So hopefully we can pull more of these to show you guys. But that's everything we pulled from tier 1 box. Let's go ahead and move on to tier 2. All right, guys, overall, super happy with my pulls. We did pull some of those ZRs. You can see that the back are a little bit different for the ZRs. We'll get into those here in a bit. But first off, let's take a look at a few of these common rares. This pack did introduce a few new cards. I believe some of them are some of like the characters from the new generation. So we have like this dude right here. I don't know their names. I don't know everyone's names. We got, what's his name? Mitsuki, I believe he's one of the new cards as well. So I love this card. I love Naruto Eating Ramen Classic. Love that card. But I'm just gonna flip through a few. I believe this one is new as well. But yeah, you get the point. New characters, new cards. I can't wait to see what other cards they come out with. It seems like they are going to be continuing to putting out like new boxes every few months. Hopefully at least like 2 to 3 times a year. At least that's what I'm hoping for, because I love these cards. But yeah, super nice. I will be adding some of those to the collection. Now let's go into the super rares. We got quite a bit of super rares here. A lot more than in the last pack. I love this one here with Sakura. I don't know why. I think she looks really cute. Okay. Oh, and we got Sarada. I don't think we saw her in the last box either. Now we're jumping into the SSRs, and look at that Boruto right there. This is one of the cards that I wanted, and I'm glad that I got it. Super nice card. Honestly, all of these are super nice. Look at that Kakashi, another Sarada. And we even got this Akatsuki member, Konan. I do want a better card of this one, but for now, this is the only Konan that I have. So I will probably be using this one to display next to one of the statues that I have for her. But once I do get like an MR or an OR of her, I believe she even has like a BP. That one would be nice as well, but that one's super hard to pull. But yeah, for now, I'll be displaying this one next to the statue. We got Asuma and Choji. So those are all the SSRs. Now we're going into the ZRs. These are the new cards that came out with this box. Really cool. They're really different. At first, when I saw pictures of these, I wasn't the biggest fan, but as I've seen people unbox these on like Whatnot streams and stuff like that, I've grown quite fond of these, and there's about 12 of them now. So honestly, I would like to collect them all. So these were the 3 that I pulled. I got Neji, Kakashi, and Shoji. So as you can see, we have like their younger versions here in color, and then their adult versions there in the background. Really cool, and they even spelled out their names, I believe, in English here on the side. So Kakashi, Choji, and Neji, you can kind of see it there. Super cool. I really do like these cards. My favorite one is Gaara, so I'm hoping that I can get him at some point. Then we got another UR here. We got a UR Sasuke. And interestingly enough, we actually pulled 2 ORs. It's crazy that we pulled more ORs than URs, since these are actually more rare. But look at these cards. Oh my god, I love these ORs. I had honestly never seen this one. I believe she's Haku, like in her, like when she's dressed, he's dressed as a girl. But yeah, super nice card. I will be adding these to my OR collection. Both of these have that pink background, which looks really nice. And then we pulled our first MR of the night, and it is a Shino. And look at that. These MRs are spectacular. They're my favorite rarities right now. I haven't pulled a BP or a CR, so once I get those, I'm sure they will become my favorites. But for now, MRs are my favorite. Just look at all that gold foil, all the colors, everything just looks awesome in these cards. All right, guys, so not gonna lie, overall this was not a great box. These boxes are some exclusive cards, just like the tier 2 ones did, which are called the CP. You guys can see there, it's these kind of black and gold background cards with the character featured in color there in the front. But I did not get any of those in these 50 packs, and I've honestly never seen anyone open a box of these and not get at least one of those. So overall, pretty unlucky box for me, but what I did get was a bunch of SSRs and a bunch of URs. So if you guys are looking to complete these collections, I would say this is the box to get. So let me show you guys what we got. Really nice cards. Temari there looking pretty cool. We got Tsunade, one of my personal favorites. I know she doesn't get too much love. This is a super cool Sasuke card. I didn't have this one of him doing his Chidori, so I will be adding that one to the collection. This right here is one of my personal favorite cards. I do already own this one, but it's a beautiful card. I actually have this one displayed next to one of my Sasuke statues. Yeah, since I already own this one will either be given away or sold on my Whatnot. So again, if you're interested, definitely check out my Whatnot. Same thing with this Kisame SSR, one of my favorite cards, but I do already own it, so it will be given away. Here's one I don't own, this super cool SSR Naruto Sage of Six Paths mode. This one looks just really cool, so glad to add that one to the collection. Got Sai, Kankuro, another one of my favorites, Orochimaru. I already own that one, so that one will be given away. And that was all the SSRs. So overall, really nice SSR cards. Again, like I said, those are one of my favorites. Now the UR, this is a higher rarity, but honestly, the URs are one of my least favorite rarities, but I saw some cards in here that I really like, and I'm hoping to complete that collection. So let me show you guys what we have here. We got Tsunade, that's a nice one. This is also a nice one, Kakashi. So here's where we get into the cards the URs that I want to collect. But we got two of the Jinchurikis. We got Killer Bee and the Eight Tails, and then we have, I forgot her name, and the Two Tails, I believe, but these look awesome. And I know they have one for each of the Jinchurikis, so I'm definitely going to be looking to complete this collection. Really nice cards. And then we also got an Orochimaru, which I honestly really surprised me as well. And a guy. So yeah, I will definitely be buying probably more of these boxes just because I want to complete that Jinchuriki collection. But if you guys are also looking to complete your UR and SSR collection, definitely pick this box up. Now, let's move on to the tier 3 boxes. All right, guys, so tier 3, we got a good variety of cards here. I'm not going to be showing off any of the rares or super rares anymore. I don't know if I mentioned that when I unboxed the tier 2.5 box, but we're going to go straight into the higher tiered cards, starting off with the SSRs. I have been laying these out as far as like how these rank in terms of tiers. So first up, it would be the SSRs. We already saw some of these. We got a nice Sakura there. I don't know why, I really like the Sakura cards. I know she's not everyone's favorite, but I like the pink background. I think it looks really nice. We got Tenten, another Sasuke, we got Guy, and then the SSR Tsunade. So those were all of our SSRs. Then up next after the SSRs would be the TGRs and TRs in terms of ranking. So here are the TRs, super cute. Some of these are really nice. This is a TGR, so this is a rank higher than TRs. So you get a little bit of gold foil there. Looks really cool. We got Naruto, Shikamaru, and this is another TGR. TGR of Itachi. I got even this one here, the TGR of Naruto, adult Naruto in his Sage of Six Paths mode. This one looks really cute. Here's another Sakura. Boruto. We actually got quite a few of these. Here we got Naruto in Sage mode, TGR. We got that Sasuke. We got two of these. We pulled these back to back. So yeah, those are all of the TR and TGRs. A lot of duplicates, but they're pretty cute. I do like these cards. Now we're going into the URs. We pulled a few of these. 2 Rock Lees, but they're 2 different versions of him. Really nice. Another thing, I forgot to mention that the numbering of these cards are shown here, bottom right-hand corner, so you can see kind of how many URs there are. You can see the numbering. There's at least 60 of them. I don't know the exact number, but that's the highest number that we have here. But I also pulled a Sasuke and an Itachi. Anbu Black Ops version. So those are the URs I pulled, and thankfully we pulled some ORs. These were my favorites, so I'm going to save those to the end. A new card that we haven't showed off yet is the AR. In terms of rarity, these are about the same as the OR. Personally though, ARs aren't my favorite. There are a few that are really cool looking. This is actually one of them. We got Minato and we got Kurama there in the background, which looks really nice. And then everything else has this really cool looking gold foil on it. So this is one of the cool ones, but overall ARs aren't really my favorite. I don't know, just don't really gravitate towards them. I don't really care about collecting all of them, maybe just a few of my favorite characters. Now, if we go into the ORs, these are really cool. First, we got this girl, I forgot her name, but she's like Tsunade's second hand. Really cute with the pig there. I think it looks really nice, but my favorite pull so far of the night has to be this OR Danzo, man. Just look at that purple color in the background and all of the gold, and then the red on these Sharingan just pops really nicely too. The camera just doesn't do it justice. These cards just look so much better in person. This is definitely my favorite pull of the night so far. Glad I got this one too, because I do have a statue coming pretty soon that depicts Sasuke versus Danzo, which is one of my favorite fights in all of Naruto. So super glad that I was able to pull this one. Now I just need to find a good Sasuke to pair it with that statue. So yeah, let's see if we can pull something better than this in the last box, which is the tier 4 box. Oh man, guys, so there's a reason this is a tier 4 box. We pulled so many great cards here, so much variety as well as far as like the different rarities. We got the rares, super rares, SSRs, HRs, URs. We got ARs, SLRs, and ORs. We got an SP and an MR. And this one right here is a holy grail card for me. I was hoping to get this one to pair up with one of my statues, so I'm super glad that I was able to pull it. Now let's go over all of these cards, excluding the rares and the super rares. So SSRs, I believe we've already seen this. We got Obito, Sasuke, Naruto, Orochimaru, which I really like this card. We got Naruto, Gaara, and Minato. Moving on to the HRs, these are the ones exclusive to these packs. Got all of these HRs. Some of these I've seen in other cards. For example, this one, I believe I've seen an SSR of this card. Same thing with that one. I believe all of these maybe. So yeah, look, here's Obito, and we actually saw him in the SSR version here. So I personally, as far as HR and SSRs, I think I prefer the SSRs. I don't know, that's just me. I personally think the SRs are better than the HRs, but I'll keep going just to show you guys all these HRs. This is a cool one. I do like these like moment ones where they are exclusive to these HRs. So here we got Sasuke and Sakura, and then adult Sasuke and Sarada. Really cute. We keep going. You've already seen those. So those were all of the HRs. Moving on to the URs. We got a Sasuke, the first Hokage, and the Sakura that you guys already saw. Compare up Sakura and Sasuke. All right, now we're going into the higher rarities. We already took a look at these SLRs, so we don't need to show that one again. But we got a few ARs. So we have Kakuzo, and I know for the ARs, they did make a card for each Akatsuki member. I believe that's the only way like to get a complete set of all the Akatsuki members. So I might have to go this route for my Akatsuki statue collection. Maybe it would look nice to have all the ARs next to each other, but this other one here is an Obito AR. So let me know what you guys think about these AR cards. Like I said, it's not one of my favorites, but they're still really nice, and they are pretty rare cards in these sets. Now going into the ORs, again, these cards right here lined up here vertically, they're all about the same in terms of rarity. So we got 2 ORs. I already pulled this Neji, so this one will be going up for auction on my Whatnot. If you guys are interested in this card, definitely check out my Whatnot. But we also pulled this Grandma Chio. I didn't even know this card existed. It looks really nice. So really cool to add this one to my OR collection. It is growing very slowly, but it is growing. So you guys can see here, this is number 33. So quite a bit of ORs to go. I don't even think I have 10 ORs in my collection. And then the first SP pull of the night. This is another one of those higher rarity cards that I personally are not one of my favorites. I think they're just a little bit too plain when you compare these to some of the other cards. Even the SSRs, I think sometimes look nicer than these, but these are pretty rare and they do look nice if you like have a binder and you're trying to collect them all. So I might try to do that with these SPs. So right now, I believe I only have Tsunade. This is my second SP, which is Itachi, and this is number 21. Again, let me know what you guys think of this rarity. And then the last one, which is my Holy Grail and the new best card pulled tonight. And it is this MR of Guy Sensei versus Madara. We don't see Madara on here, but this is from that moment where Guy was fighting versus Madara. And I have the Infinity Studio statue that this one will pair perfectly with. So I'm definitely going to be putting this one next to that. And I'm super glad I was able to pull this one tonight. So, yep, that's everything what you can expect from all of the tiers. I guess now after having opened them all, Tier 4 is definitely the way to go just because you have a huge variety of cards. I'm not sure which packs you need to get in order to pull one of those BP and NCRs cards, which are super rare. I've heard that the CRs are more likely pulled in Tier 2 boxes. So I'm definitely going to get more of those. I'm hoping that I can get at least the CR Sasuke, because he's my favorite character and I need that one in my collection at least. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you guys want some of these cards for yourself, I did buy extra boxes, not for me, they are to sell. I told myself that I would only buy one box for me to open up. The rest of them would go up for sale, and if I do make any profit, they will be going towards more boxes for me to open up as well as to sell. So yeah, kind of just want this hobby with card collecting to kind of sustain itself. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. So if you guys are interested, check out my Whatnot down below. I will be streaming at least once a week. So if you guys want a chance at pulling these cards, definitely go check me out. I'll also be trading, like you guys saw, I have some duplicates. For example, this Neji. If you guys pull a card that I need, maybe I would consider trading this one for that one. So that's why it's so fun. I really have enjoyed this hobby and trading and doing all of that on Whatnot. So go check me out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.